Yo, what's going on, everybody? This is your boy Fitzmonk TV here, aka GLauren33. I am back here today with some official spoilers for Attack on Titan Season 4. If you guys have been living under a rock, you guys would have not known that the Attack on Titan Season 4 trailer did come out last Friday, and everyone's been talking about it. It is absolutely epic. If you guys haven't seen my reaction to the Attack on Titan Season 4 trailer, I'll leave you guys a link at the end of the video. But basically a lot was revealed, a lot more than what we expected. There was stuff that happened pretty recently in the manga that appeared in this trailer, and that was because a lot of this trailer was pre-animated. But basically in this video, I'm going to be giving you guys spoilers for the entire Attack on Titan Season 4. And it's going to be absolutely crazy. The manga is still going on right now. It's supposed to end near the end of this year, but we don't know. With everything that's been going on with the pandemic, we actually have no idea when Attack on Titan is going to be ending, but most likely near the end of this year, possibly early 2021 at the latest. But somebody on YouTube, I'm trying to find his name really quickly, Mike Grande, I want to give him credit really quickly because he put the Attack on Titan Season 4 trailer into chronological order. The original trailer, as epic as it was, it takes pieces from so many different parts of the manga that it can be confusing to figure out what's going on, especially if you're an anime only fan of Attack on Titan. For people that read the manga like me, you guys are able to pick out what's going on. But I want to thank Mike for putting this trailer in chronological order, because now you can clearly see how the story is going to flow, and I'm going to explain to you guys everything that goes on. And I also like what he did. In the top right, he put what chapter of the manga these events take place. So he did a really good job making this chronological order trailer. But I'm going to let you guys know there are going to be heavy spoilers for the manga and Attack on Titan Season 4. I'm not sure how long Season 4 is going to be, because some person on Twitter told me it's going to be 12 episodes, like a normal Attack on Titan season, which, you know, doesn't surprise me, but I don't think it's gonna be that short because there's so much. We're around chapter 130 in the manga right now, and season 4 is gonna begin around chapter 90, chapter 91. So I don't think they're gonna be able to cover 40 chapters of the manga, plus, you know, whatever happens after, because the manga hasn't ended yet. I don't think they're gonna be able to cover all that in 12 episodes unless they speed through everything. I could see them putting the last season into 2 parts, kind of like what they did with Attack on Titan Season 3. You know, they had a part 1 and a part 2. Maybe they do something like that, but I'm not sure. We actually have really no idea. We don't even have a release date, even though we believe it's going to come out in October, but it still could be postponed. But either way, I am hyped for Attack on Titan Season 4, and we're going to go through the trailer. I'm going to try to do this in a speedy process. I don't want to make this a super long video, but I want you guys to understand what's going on. So basically, the beginning of the trailer, you know, the beginning of the trailer is basically the first couple scenes of Season 4 of Attack on Titan. Chapter 90 in the manga is where Season 3 of the anime ended, with Eren, Mikasa, Armin, you know, Levi, Hans, all of them, you know, when they first get to the ocean for the first time. And then Eren points and he's like, if we reach, you know, the other side of the ocean, will we be free? Well, after that moment, there is a 4-year time skip. So from the end of Season 3 into Season 4, there is a 4-year time skip, and it leads us to this scene right here, chapter 91. So like I said, this is probably going to be the first couple scenes of Season 4 of Attack on Titan. I'm going to try to speed through this. All right, and let me try to put the volume up a little bit so you guys can hear. But basically what's happening here is that soldier you guys saw on the ground. Let me go back a little bit. This soldier you see on the ground, some of you guys thought, oh, this is just some random, you know, casualty of war. No, this character's name is Falco, and he's gonna have a big role in Season 4. So Falco All right. He is in war. He is part of the nation of Marley. Marley is basically across the ocean from Paradise Island. Paradise Island, you guys should know, that's where Eren and the rest of the main cast of Attack on Titan, that's where they live. All right. So the nation of Marley, at the beginning of this, they are at war with another country. All right. And the whole thing that Marley has is the strength of their army is basically the power of the Titans. For years, they've been using the power of the Titans to be able to gain advantages over their enemies. But the thing is, as the years have progressed, other nations evolved. They've been able to increase their armies. At this point in time, they have navies, they have air forces, while Marley really, even though they've advanced with the times, they've always relied on the power of the Titans. And one thing is, we've seen Eren and his crew, they've been able to strip Marley of the power of the Titans slowly throughout the first 3 seasons. Eren has 2 Titans inside of him. He has the Founding Titan and he has the Attack Titan. Armin, he has the Colossal Titan. He was able to steal that from Birdman in season 3, and Annie, she's still on Paradise Island, because she locked herself up using her hardening ability. She has the female Titan. So Marley only has at its disposal 5 of the 9 original Titans. And this season, they're gonna explain everything from how the origin of the Titans, everything. So you can see, and basically, you can see the war going on. You can see Falco being saved. And you see they're at war. And you can see everything's in order. So here you have Gabby. Gabby's going to be probably the most controversial character. I'm telling you guys right now, she's going to be the most controversial character of season 4 outside of Eren. All right? Because a lot of people consider Gabby to be like the female Eren. She's like the Eren, but on the side of Marley. Eren's like the main character of the series, and he represents Paradise Island. Marley, or Gabby, she represents the nation of Marley in a way, but she's gonna be very controversial. There's gonna be a lot of people that are not gonna like Gabby. A lot of people hate her in the manga, and I can already tell there's gonna be a lot of people that are gonna be 50-50 about her in the anime as well. So getting back into it, all these new characters, so these are part of Gabby and Falco's squad, but they don't really last that long in the manga, even though Gabby does, and Falco. So here we have Zeke, of course. Zeke is the half brother of Eren, and he is also he has the Beast Titan in him. At this point in time, he only has 1 year left of life. Because remember, usually when you inherit one of the power of the Titans, you only live about 13 or 14 more years, something around that time span. Because having the power of the Titans inside you decreases your life force significantly. So basically, in the nation of Marley, they're at war with this other country. Here we have Reiner. A lot of people didn't recognize him when they first saw him, but this is Reiner. Of course, 4-year time skip. He has a little bit of a little goatee going on, and he still has the armored Titan inside of him. So they're at war with this country, and basically they're on this blimp. And here we have the Jaws Titan. Some people call him the Lion Titan. No, but his official name, he is the Jaw Titan. He's very small, but he's agile, and he is also very powerful. His jaws can rip things up, and he can be used in a lot of different formats. We also have the Cart Titan. The Cart Titan, it's not the most speedy Titan or the most powerful, but it can be used to transport stuff. You can put like different weapons on top of it, so it's definitely very useful as well. Remember, these are all part of the 9 original Titans. And you can see, basically, they're at war with this country, and what they come up with, the big plan is they have this blimp flying over their enemy, and a lot of people thought this was soldiers or bullets being fired from the blimp. These are soldiers, but basically what happens, these are soldiers that are basically sacrificing themselves for the nation of Marley. And what's going on here, and also one thing to keep track with as we go through the trailer, look at the top right corner, you guys can see what chapter this all takes place, since this trailer is in chronological order. But you can see basically all these soldiers have digested Zeke's spinal fluid. All right, Zeke's spinal fluid, and that gives Zeke the ability, since he is the Beast Titan, that gives Zeke the ability to control them and turn these soldiers into Titans whenever he wants. You guys can see here how you see the Titans flying through the air because Zeke screamed. In the manga, Zeke screams, and then that scream basically tells all of these humans to turn into Titans, since they have his spinal fluid inside of him, and they're landing straight into enemy territory. It's a very cool sneak attack, but it really doesn't work because the nations that Marley is now fighting with, they've evolved with the times, and now they found ways to get around the Titans. All right, so I don't know if you guys saw it. You guys saw the scene where Reiner. It's very small. Right here, you can barely see it. But Reiner, he doesn't sacrifice himself, but since he's the armor Titan and he has armor and hardening, he basically gets in front of the Beast Titan to protect Zeke. Here you have Galliard. At the beginning of the season, he is in possession of the Jaws Titan. And here we have Pico. She's in possession of the Cart Titan. At the beginning of the season, things change throughout the season, but basically they've inherited these Titans since they were little kids. When they were little, they trained with Reiner, with Annie, with Bergman, and gained the power of the Titans. So you can see basically after the war, you could this is Liberio. This is inside the nation of Marley. This is where most of the Eldradians that still live in the nation of Marley, this is where they live. All right, they've been put in this internment zone. And you can see Gabby and Falco butting heads, even though in the manga they have a lovey-dovey relationship. So basically, one thing that's going to be explained is how Reiner's backstory is explained a lot. So basically, the first part of season 4 is the Marley arc, and the second part of the season is the War for Paradise Island arc. So basically, what happens after this battle, even though Marley was able to get the job done, they realizes they can't continue, relying on the power of the Titans, because other nations have found ways. They develop weapons to counter the Titans, so the power of the Titans is just not as strong as it used to be. So basically what happens is Zeke is trying to come up with a plan so they can get over the Paradise Island, take the island over, and they want to take Eren and try to get the power of the Titans back, because they believe that the founding Titan is the only way that the power of the Titans will be able to keep Marley safe. So also we go into the backstory a lot of Reiner, and we find out how he gained the power of the Armor Titan. We talk about, or we figured out how he wants to save humanity, and definitely for a lot of you guys who watch Attack on Titan season 2, and when you guys see Reiner and Bertolt's betrayal of the scout unit, you guys will learn what led up to that point and why that all happened. The whole plan originally was for Reiner, Marcel. Marcel originally had the power of the Jaws Titan, Annie and Bergman. The whole plan for them was for them to go over the Paradise Island, figure out what the king was planning, so spy on the king, and also find out who had the power of the founding Titan, aka Eren, steal that person and bring them back over to the nation of Marley so they could use the power of the founding Titan. I believe the plan was for Zeke or somebody else to eat Eren and inherit the power of the founding Titan. That was the original plan. It was a plan that was only supposed to take a couple months at maximum, but they ended up in Paradise Island for 5 years. And that leads all the way to them steering Eren and Ymir. And then one of the things that happened is Ymir, you guys know the backstory of Ymir if you guys watch Attack on Titan Season 2. It's complex, but Ymir, when she was still stuck in pure Titan form, before she was able to turn back into a human, Ymir, as a pure Titan, ate Marcel, who at the time had the power of the Jaws Titan. And the thing is, Ymir was about to kill Reiner, but instead Marcel sacrificed himself and got eaten by Ymir. That led to Ymir regaining her human form, and getting to Paradise Island. So that's how Ymir's story comes into play, and definitely that's why Reiner, Annie, and Burma were the only three to get to Paradise Island. Marcel never made it because Marcel sacrificed himself for Reiner to continue living. So that's the reason why that explains how Reiner, Annie, and Burma, how they got to Paradise Island, how they were spying on the scouts and Eren the entire time, and also how they were able to attack Wall Miria. So you can see this whole time Reiner's been dealing with PTSD. All right, and there's a point where Reiner almost wants to kill himself. There's legit, you guys saw in the trailer, basically he was this close to sticking a gun, and then just blasting himself out, even though I don't even know if it would have worked out for Reiner, but he was this close to killing himself. So you guys can see, definitely, man, the guy's had a tough life, but you guys will see Reiner does suffer a lot mentally throughout the season. And one of the things that happened is Eren, all right? Eren's character arc in season 4 is so crazy. It's crazy to the point where some people believe that Eren could quite possibly be the big villain of season 4. It's that wild, man. So Eren, one thing he does, remember, 4 years have passed. Eren's around 19, 20 years old at this point, and he's grown and he's matured. He has like a nice little mustache and a little facial hair. And one thing he chooses to do is he decides by himself to secretly sneak over to the nation of Marley, all right, just to get a feel for what happens. He basically comes in as a spy in a way, and he pretends to be an injured soldier. And Falco, the boy you guys saw at the beginning, he helps like Eren get all set up. Eren uses the alias Mr. Kruger, so he doesn't use his real name, but basically Falco brings Reiner to a basement where Eren is, and then that's where you guys saw that part of the trailer where Eren was talking about how Reiner wanted to save the world. And like I said, Eren's gonna feel like a completely different character. Like the Eren you guys saw, the Eren that used to get angry and scream all the time throughout the first 3 seasons, you're not gonna see that Eren in season 4. He's much more mature, but his philosophy and the way he thinks, it's completely different. It's like he's a whole different character. So Eren and Reiner are talking in this basement, and Eren actually forgives Reiner for betraying him and the rest of their comrades back in season 2, because at the end of the day Eren realizes that the people on the nation of Marley are the same as the people on Paradise Island. They're all slaves in a way, and the power of the Titans has all caused them trouble. And you guys can see this baseball thing. It's a memory that takes place between Zeke and Eren. Zeke grew up loving to play baseball. That's one thing that his father taught him. And you guys can see it. It's ironic because the Beast Titan, what's his strength? He's basically like a baseball pitcher in a way when he's throwing the rocks. So you guys can see the symbolism there. So now we're about chapter 98, and then Willie, this character right here, he's one of the political leaders of the nation of Marley. And basically what he decides to do, he decides it's time to declare war on Paradise Island. They know Zeke only has about 1 year left, and they're going to try to do everything they can to try to take Eren and take the power of the founding Titan. The thing they don't know is Eren is already on the island, and he's already planning his own attack on the nation of Marley. So you guys could see Falco leading Reiner to the basement, and he's going down the stairs. Very symbolic to like in season 3 when Eren and Levi and the rest of them first went into the basement of Eren's father. So you can see here Willie's giving the speech. This is going to be an epic moment, because one thing you guys don't realize, as Zeke is giving this speech to the public, right under him, legit right under him, Eren and Reiner are having a conversation, all right, talking about, everything that's happened between them. And right at that moment, you guys can see it, Eren explodes, all right? He goes into his Titan form, and he legit he expands because they're in a basement. He expands and he enters into the meeting hall where Willie and the rest of the nation of Marley are having this meeting right when Willie is declaring war on Paradise Island. Since it's ironic, it's like Eren decided for himself in that moment that he was going to declare war on Paradise Island. So he explodes, he destroys, he kills a bunch of kids, parents, innocent citizens, all right, that were in that meeting hall. You can see he just causes a bunch of havoc. And what you guys got to remember here is Eren is on, or at least at the beginning, he was on Marley by himself. He was on Marley by himself, but he sent a letter to Mikasa and the rest of the Survey's Corps to come save him. And it causes a lot of trouble because the Survey Corps had no idea. And it's a common theme you guys see in Attack on Titan. How many times has Eren got himself captured or gotten in trouble, and then Mikasa and the rest of the game have come over to save him? It still happens in season 4. All right. So now Eren's in the nation of Marley, and he is wrecking havoc. Another Titan. Everyone flipped out when they saw this in the trailer. This is the Warhammer. This is the last of the 9 Titans to be revealed. And the Warhammer Titan's power, it's able to make objects and stuff using its hardening. It's a really OP Titan. And basically, you guys will get to see Eren versus the Warhammer Titan. Like I said, this takes place from about chapter 100 to about chapter 104. And that's going to be 5 of the best chapters in the entire Attack on Titan Season 4 anime. That's going to probably take place over the course of maybe 2-3 episodes. And I cannot wait. It's going to be hype. So basically, right at that moment, the Survey Corps arrives to save Eren. It's like Eren knew they would come to save him right on time. So you guys can see the Survey Corps. They're there. You guys can see Eren was on the floor there. And there's Mikasa with her new look. You guys can see there's Potato Girl Sasha. Sasha fans, man. Sasha doesn't survive for a long time in season 4. I'm just gonna say it, man. And Sasha's one of my favorite characters. Sasha will not make it long. You guys may see Sasha for 1 or 2 episodes max. And it's sad what happens to Sasha, and it still pisses me off, but I'm just going to leave it at that. So you guys see we have Sasha, Connie, Jean. You can see this member of the Survey Corps being attacked by the Jaw Titan. You can also see Zeke. Zeke's transformed into the Beast Titan. And the thing about it is, Zeke was working secretly with Eren and the Survey Corps. So it's like Zeke went against his nation in a way. He made up this whole plot. He basically sacrificed lives of the nation of Marley just to work with the Survey Corps, because this was part of his plan to try to get Eren on his side, because he knows to save Marley and to save the Eldradian people, there's gonna have to be innocent lives sacrificed. So basically here we have Armin. This is the only time we basically see Armin in his Colossal Titan form, at least so far. Where the final battle of Attack on Titan is taking place in the manga right now. But this is Armin. He goes into Colossal Titan form. Basically the whole thing with Armin is they sent Armin to the military port. So to the harbor of the nation of Marley, and using the Colossal Titan, he destroys everything. So basically it's a way for not only for Marley to take a huge loss, but it's also there so that when the Survey Corps is escaping, they can't be caught. So basically a huge battle takes place between the nation of Marley and the Survey Corps. You guys can see the Survey Corps members fighting the Cart Titans. You guys can see Armin there destroying the military port. And this is about chapter 105. So the Survey Corps, they get the win. Eren actually, is able to eat the Warhammer Titan. All right, which is going to be an epic scene. Basically, he uses the Jaw Titan to eat the Warhammer Titan. It's epic. If you guys have read the manga, you guys know it's going to be cool. But as the Survey Corps members are escaping, Gabby and Falco sneak on to the blimp where the Survey Corps members are, and that's when Sasha dies. So you guys heard me earlier when I said people are gonna hate Gabby. Yeah. All right. So basically, this is a flashback scene of Eren carrying a ship. Because basically, during the 4 year time skip, the nation of Marley, they tried to send like a scout unit to, secretly spy on Paradise Island, see what's going on over there. But the survey corps members saw it coming, and using Eren, they were able to stop it. So basically, now a lot of stuff happens. Eren actually gets arrested because the Survey Corps members figure out that even though Eren trusts the Survey Corps can't trust Eren because Eren's recklessness is what gets Sasa killed, and it's what's caused so many other of their comrades to get killed over the years. So they decide they can't trust Eren because Eren decided to go to the nation of Marley without permission by himself, putting everybody in danger, starting a war with the nation of Marley, and they arrest Eren, and Eren allows himself to get arrested. But then a lot happens. This is epic. So a lot of people could not recognize Eren in this scene. This is Eren. What happens is Eren basically escapes prison. All right, he escapes prison. He actually allows for the military general for the scouts to get killed. Zachary, you guys remember, he's like the old man with the glasses and the beard. He gets killed while Eren is escaping prison. And basically he has his own faction, the Jaeger faction. All right, and he's trying to meet up with Zeke because he wants to discuss a plan with Zeke and figure out what they're gonna do to end this whole cycle of violence. So Eren basically goes rogue, and this is basically the moment where everyone believes Eren becomes the main villain of the series, even though Eren is trying to protect Paradise Island and his friends. His reckless nature and these extreme actions of him, you guys can understand why people would think he becomes the villain. But yeah, so this scene in the manga is pretty epic. So Eren escapes prison, and basically a lot happened. Basically right before Eren meets up with Zeke, Levi has Zeke, watched in the forest, and this scene is epic. These are not normal Titans. Remember earlier in the trailer when you guys saw the other members of the nation of Marley being turned into Titans? These are all scouts. These are all scouts that are being turned into Titans because of Zeke. So basically what happens is Zeke was able to sneak some of his spinal fluid. All right, he was able to sneak some of his spinal fluid into this special wine that the scouts decided to drink. Levi almost drank it, but he decided just to drink his normal tea instead. So basically, when they digested that spinal fluid, it gave Zeke control of all of the Survey Corps member. So Levi is about to attack Zeke, but at that moment, everybody around him, all the scouts, turn into Titans out of nowhere. And that's when Levi realizes that Zeke basically turned all his men against him and turned them all into Titans. So Levi is now surrounded by all his, former comrades that have been turned into Titans. And this is an epic scene where Levi has to kill all of his former comrades. And that's where we get Levi versus Zeke Part 2. Look how epic this is. There's also, after that, there's Zeke turns into the Beast Titan, but basically Levi is able to defeat Zeke, and basically he chops his legs up and tortures Zeke. Because remember, Levi had wanted to kill Zeke since season 3, since Eren died. All right, Commander Eren died. Or Eren. I'm sorry, I said his name wrong. But basically what happens is Zeke blows himself up, right? Knowing that he could regenerate, he blows himself up, basically causing Levi to get injured in the process. But Levi, since him and Mikasa are Ackermans, that explains why they're so powerful. At the last second, Levi is able to use his blade to protect himself from the blast, but he still gets severely injured in the process. All right, and then Hanj is able to find Levi near the ocean, basically all bloodied up. Levi doesn't die. All right, we're expecting to see Levi versus the Beast Titan round 3 in in the manga, since we are in the final battle in the manga right now. So a lot of people are expecting Levi to finally get his ultimate revenge by killing Zeke. It would make the most sense, give Levi that one final GOAT moment. But for right now, yeah. So basically what happens after that, Zeke does survive that crash, and he's able to get back to Paradise Island. And basically Eren's leaving so he can meet up with Zeke, but then the nations of Marley, they fired their counterattack on Paradise Island. So they fire a counterattack on Paradise Island for what Eren and company did, just days earlier to the nation of Marley. So we get to see the Armored Titan versus Eren part 3, but Eren pretty much kicks his ass. All right, so you see this character right over here. Some people thought it was Armin. No, it's Lagina. She's a female character. You guys will get to know her throughout season 4. All right, basically she's kind of like a moderator in a way. So she's like a moderator between Paradise Island and Marley. So she's like the moderator between Zeke and Eren. All right, basically she just wants to have a legacy where she wants to be she wants to be part of the reason why humanity survives, or part of the reason why humanity destroys itself. It's pretty interesting what goes on with her. So after that battle, Eren gets his head cut off in the battle thanks to Gabi. So like I said, Gabi not only kills Sasha, but she kind of kills Eren, right? But Eren enters the Titan realm, so this tree represents him going into the Titan realm. And then there's like a whole 3 chapters in the manga when Eren and Zeke are going through their father's memories. They find out about Ymir, the founding Titan. You can see Eren's father's Titan right here. You guys can see here's Ymir herself. And basically what happened thousands and thousands and thousands of years ago, Ymir, she got blamed by the Eldradian Empire, basically just because she set some pigs free. And because of that blame, she got turned into a slave, and then out of nowhere she got struck, as you guys can see right here. She got struck with this alien spinal mechanism, which basically turned her into a Titan. And basically that's what leads to her becoming the founding Titan. And then she basically got used as a slave by the Eldradian Empire. She got this curse put on her where basically she was cursed into the Titan realm, and basically that's where Eren and Zeke are. And that's when Eren decides to free Ymir. So Ymir is finally set free after 1,000 years, and then Eren decides that he's going to destroy everything but Paradise Island. So remember at the beginning of the trailer when I told you guys about Eren and Reiner talking in the basement of Marley, and basically how Eren at that point didn't want to kill everybody. But then at that moment, that's when Eren's philosophy changes, and he decides that he's going to protect Paradise Island, and the only way to do that is to destroy everybody else. So what happens is Eren at that moment exits the Titan realm. He turns into this Dino Titan, and using the power of the founding Titan, all right. So Eren turns into a Dino Titan to basically regenerate and save himself after Gabi, took his head off. And basically he used the power of the founding Titan to speak to all the Eldradians and the Eckerman family and everybody that's in the Titan realm, and he brings down the walls of Paradise Island and frees all the colossal Titans. So basically the walls of Paradise Island, all of them contain thousands and thousands and thousands of colossal Titans, and he frees those Titans basically, and he orders them using the founding Titan power to cross over to the nation of Marley, to destroy the nation of Marley, and he plans to destroy the rest of the world. So this is in a way Eren's psychotic philosophy. In a way, he's using this to basically explain how he's going to save the nation of Paradise Island. It's sadistic, it's evil in a way, and it's a big reason why manga readers kind of consider Eren to be the biggest threat and the biggest villain so far in the franchise, even though he's trying to save his friends and protect his home. But it's crazy. Eren's willing to kill everybody else in the world to protect the homeland that he loves. So there's your Attack on Titan Season 4 spoiler video. I know it took me a while to explain. That's where we are in the manga right now. We are in the middle of the final battle, and we're seeing what's going on. Will Eren be killed? Will his plan come to fruition? Right now we see the scouts, they're trying to come up with a plan to stop Eren from, even though, in a way, they want Eren to protect Paradise Island, and they know they need him, but they know they have to stop him from destroying the rest of the world, because he's going to be killing so many innocent people, thousands of innocent people that have nothing to do with this situation. So it's going to be definitely very interesting to see how it all goes down. Like I said, I don't expect them to be able to get all of season 4 done in 12 episodes. I think most likely we're going to see season 4 split into 2 parts, maybe 12 episodes, for the end of this year, and then another 12 in 2021 or 2022. But either way, man, the manga for Attack on Titan is ending soon. I will be covering the manga here on the channel, so make sure you guys watch out for that. But Attack on Titan Season 4 is going to be absolutely epic, and I cannot wait to break it down with you guys here every single week once October gets here. So hopefully you guys enjoyed the spoiler video. Hopefully you guys understand this. Big shout out to Mike Grande for giving us this trailer in chronological order, making stuff better to understand. Let me know if you guys have questions in the comment section. I'll try to answer them. Thank you guys for everything. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe if you guys enjoyed. I'll see you guys later. Have a great day, guys. Peace.